Welcome to Trading the Close. I'm Toni Valliere with Verified Investing, and we are just minutes away from the closing bell. So let's take a look and see where things stand right now with Chief Market Strategist Gareth Soloway. Gareth, tell us, what are the key takeaways from today?
Yeah, so today was one of those days where it was very, very light volume. And we have the S&P 500 chart. This is the intraday chart here. And what we can clearly see is that for the most part, we opened lower, and this was on the back of basically the Moody's downgrade. So Moody's downgraded the U.S. debt rating. So we saw that initial open lower. And then you could see the market went into this amazing float mode. Every 10-minute candle was green for like an hour and a half. And then once we got back to this high right up here, it just went sideways. And again, this is kind of the market saying, okay, we're going to ignore what went on with the Moody scenario. We're going to look towards that coming inflation data. And just to go over a couple other things here, a couple bigger movers in the market today. We had Boeing. Boeing was a big mover here, big day up, but notice again coming into resistance just under 210. And again, this was one of the trending tickers today. So it's always fun to talk about the different stocks that people are talking about, right? So Boeing was one of them. Tyson was down a little bit. It kind of whipped. This chart's been trending down. If people are interested in a potential level for an opportunity, it is coming into some support. I would say right around $37.50. There's a key technical level here. So it's still got some downside on this one. I would stay away from that from now, but nonetheless, it is coming down. And then lastly, Tesla. Everyone loves Tesla, right? It's either you either love it or hate it, right?
Yep.
And what we can see is that it's actually having a good day today. I mean, it's kind of been whippy in this kind of middle ground here, but it is just generally starting to test the recent highs. There might be an opportunity here for it to kind of head higher and actually get to this level right here. This 240 level is going to be some resistance. So I guess to summarize the day, it's been a quiet volume day. All eyes obviously are coming into that CPI data tomorrow, and the markets again are just waiting. They're waiting to see what happens.
Exactly. So tell us, leading into tomorrow, what will you be focusing on?
Yeah, so I think that's a great question here, and I'm going to bring up this data here. So what we have here, folks, if we take a look at the economic expectations for tomorrow, right? So this is the economic data, the CPI data. So this is the consumer price index. It's a basket of goods, and it's depending on, they basically look at the price. So if the basket of goods changes in price, that means that inflation either goes up or down. And what we can see here is core CPI month over month. The previous number was 0.3%. Forecast is 0.3. The big one is going to be the regular CPI data, which last month was 0.4. It's actually expected to come in at 0.1. So a big drop in CPI. That, again, is what the market is expecting. So we're going to see if the market reacts positively or negatively. Like if this number comes in hotter, I would expect a sell-off in the markets. If it comes in at or below, we might see continued upside in the market. Lastly, the year-over-year numbers. So we do the month-over-month, like what's the change month-over-month. Then we look at year-over-year from 12 months ago. Core was 4.1% a year ago. It's expected to be 4.1% again, so no change there. This is going to be the interesting one. The regular CPI, which again is including food and energy, 3.7%, and it's supposed to drop to 3.3%. So really, we're looking at inflation numbers that the market is hoping comes down. And the reason why these numbers, when you include food and energy, should be coming down is essentially that oil, we've seen oil start to decline. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. It's really why the volume today was so light, is everyone is just saying, what's that data tomorrow going to be at 8:30 a.m. in the morning?
Waiting for tomorrow. And I know you're going to be diving deep into the charts as you do every single day on Game Plan. You can catch Gareth daily at 9 a.m. with the Game Plan. With Trading the Close, I'm Toni Valliere.